Hello 8th grade, welcome to lesson 76. Today we're going to be learning to insert and delete rows and columns, sort worksheet data, modify a worksheet, create a worksheet, and a word processing document. Alright, so 76A is all about inserting and deleting rows and columns. I'm on page 370. It says that when you create or edit worksheets, you may find that you need to delete a row or a column of data. You also may find that you need to insert a row or a column of data. One or more rows or columns can be inserted at a time. Columns may be added at the left edge or within a worksheet. Rows may be added at the top edge or within a worksheet. We're going to open the workbook DF76A. Okay, it says to insert a column between columns B and C, we're going to click on column C. And we're going to follow the insert columns path at the left to insert a new column. Key the following data in the appropriate cells. Alright, so I'm going to go around the Home tab. Then in the cells group, we're going to click the Insert button, and we're going to choose Insert Sheet Columns. When you do that, a new column will be inserted between or to the left of the column that we were clicked on. So I'm going to type in trailers, and then we're going to enter 13, 17, and 21. Okay. Then on step 3, it says to insert 2 rows between rows 3 and 4. Point to row 4 heading. Okay, so I'm going to go and click on row 4, and I'm going to click Insert Sheet Rows, and Insert Sheet Rows again, so I have 2 new rows. Okay, it says point to row 4 heading area right here, and when the pointer changes to a right arrow, we're going to click and drag down to select the 2 rows. Like that. And release the mouse button. The selected rows are shown. Oh, well, we already did that. I'm going to click undo twice. And we're going to select both of those. Now we're going to click on Insert Sheet Rows under the Insert button. And it does the same thing that we just did. Okay. Now we're going to type in the data. So James, oops, 211, tab 11, tab 83. And then long 197, tab 7, tab 71. Enter. Alright, to delete column B, we're going to click a cell in column B. Like right there. And then we're going to choose, and then use the delete columns path at the left to delete sheet columns. So we can't just hit the delete button on our keyboard. We're going to have to follow the path. So on the Home tab, in the cells group, we're going to click the delete drop down arrow, and we're going to choose delete sheet column. Okay. Column B will be deleted, and all columns to its right will move to its left. We're going to click the undo button to restore it back. And now we're going to delete row 6. So I'm going to click on the row heading for 6, and we're going to click to select the row using this path over here. So click the delete drop down button and we're going to choose delete sheet rows. Row 7 becomes row 6, and we're going to click the undo button to restore the row, and then it tells us to save the workbook as 76A vehicles. Next, we're going to be working on, so we can close this. We're going to be working on sorting worksheet data. So it says that as you learned in lesson 58 of chapter 7, sorting means arranging or grouping items in a particular order. You can sort data in a worksheet the same way you sort data in a table. Use ascending order to arrange text from A to Z, or numbers from lowest to highest. Use descending order to arrange text from Z to A, or numbers from highest to lowest. You may want to rename and save a worksheet before doing a sort. This lets you keep a copy of the information in its original order. So we're going to open up 76B Art. And it tells us to right away go ahead and save it as in our lesson 11 folder as 76B Art by name. Okay, so to sort the data by names in columns A and B in ascending order, we're going to click in cell A3, and then we're going to follow the path to the left and select custom sort from the sort and filter drop-down list. So on the home tab in the editing group, we're going to choose sort and filter, and we're going to choose custom sort. Alright, so step 4 says to select last name in the sort by box. Oops, last name. And then we're going to click the add level button. And we're going to click the arrow at the right of then by. And we're going to choose first name. It says verify that the sort on box displays values, which it does, and that the order text boxes display A to Z, which they do, and the My Data has headers checkbox in the upper right corner of the dialog box should be selected. Your sort dialog box should match the figure in 11.19, and we're going to click OK. So now our list here is alphabetized by last name and then by first name. Alrighty. Verify that the first names are also in alphabetical order besides just the last name. So last name should be first, then by first name. We're going to click on the page layout tab because we're going to set our top margin to 2 inches. And we're going to select the option to center the data horizontally on the page. And then it says, we're going to click print preview to preview it. Save the workbook using the same name and close the workbook. So I'm just going to hit save because we're saving it by the same name. Okay. Next, we want to have 76B art open, so I'm going to go back here, 76B art. Yeah, I'm going to close this one out. Make sure you just have DF76B art. This time you will sort the list by period from smallest to largest, and then alphabetically by first and last name within each period. So we're going to click in cell A3, and we're going to access the custom sort dialog box. So go to the sort and filter button, custom sort, and in the first level we're going to sort by period, and then we're going to add a level, and we're going to sort by last name, and then we're going to add another level and select first name. Okay, and then click OK. So verify that your list is sorted with period 2 listed first, and then alphabetically by last name and first name within each period. The first 7 names in your list should be the same as shown in figure 11.21. So we should have Alan, Biddle, Davis, Davidson, Graf, which we do. We're going to save this document as in our chapter 11 folder as 76B art by both. Save. And then we're going to close the document. Okay. For 76C, this one you guys are going to be working to modify a worksheet. And so I'm going to have you do that one on your own. Okay, and then followed by 76D, which is create a worksheet in a Word document. So we're going to go ahead and do that one together as a group. So to insert a worksheet in Word, we're going to use the Excel spreadsheet command in Word to insert the worksheet object. Enter the data as you would in an Excel worksheet and resize the object if necessary by dragging the sizing handles. Click outside the object to see it in the document. So after you've done 76D, we're going to do 76C, we're going to do 76D together. So finish that one first and then come back to the video for 76D. It tells us to start Microsoft Word, and we're going to open the document. So file, open. I'm going to browse. Go to our Keyboarding 8 folder, data files, DF 76D memo. And it says to position the insertion point at the end of the first paragraph. Here that is, and we're going to tap the Enter key to insert a line. Position the insertion point at the center of the line. So we're going to choose the center button. And we're going to follow the path at the left to insert an Excel worksheet in the word processing document. Okay, so we're going to go to Insert, then Table, and then Excel Spreadsheet. Alright. When the Excel ribbon and worksheet appear, we're going to key the information shown below. So, millions, and we need a turn on our caps lock. current offer, caps lock, age, 1970, tab, 1980, tab, 1990, tab, 2000, 2010, 2020. Okay, age 0 to 5. You know what, I'm going to highlight the range here. Okay, 20.9, tab 19.6, tab 22.5, 23.1, 24.3, 26.1, 6 to 11, 24.6, 20.8, 21.6, 25.0, 24.6, 25.1, and then 12 to 17, 24.3, 23.3, 20.1, 24.2, 25.3, 24.9. Okay. It says that in cell A6, we're going to key totals. And in cell B6 through G6, find the sum of the children from ages 0 to 17. So I'm just going to highlight this whole range right here, and I'm going to click the auto sum button. Okay. Actually, I'm going to take that back. We're going to try that again. Auto sum. We're going to have to try that again. Auto sum. We don't want to include the year, so I only want to include those cells. And then I'm going to copy that and we're going to paste it in. Okay. Alright, once we have entered in the information and put in our totals row, I'm going to hit the escape key to unselect that one. We're going to center align all cell contents. Center align all cell contents. Use 1 decimal place for numbers in cell B3 through G6. So we want to make sure that we're using the number launcher. Go to numbers, 1 decimal place. And we're going to bold the entries in rows 1, 2, and 6. Bold, bold, and we need to center align row, merge and center row 1. Okay, then it says to, when the worksheet is complete, use the bottom sizing handle to move all rows below row 6 up. So I'm going to move this up so that, ooh, I can only see. I'm going to double click back on that. Need to move it down 1 right there so I can only see rows 1 through 6 should be visible. Okay, and then it says click outside the worksheet to view the worksheet object in the document. Okay, there we have it. And then it says, if necessary, insert delete space above and below the worksheet to balance the white space around the worksheet. Note, if you need to return to the Excel worksheet to make changes, you just double-click the worksheet object. Excel will reopen. Save the document as 7060 memo. So it should look like this when you're done. We're going to go ahead and save it. I'm going to have to browse to find my Chapter 11 folder. We're going to name it 7060 memo. And then it says print the memo, close Word. So we're just going to close out, and you are going to turn in your work to Schoology when you're finished.